This is a Buchla Piano Bar, piano sensing and converter box. This is the main unit. It's called Model 1600 by Buchla Musical Designs. Over on the back, like a lot of companies, they start serial numbers with 100. So this is serial number 105. And we've got audio outs, MIDI in and out as well. We've got pedal sensors and things like that. The red cable here is from the keyboard control. The gray cable is the pedal sensor below. This is the keyboard control. It sits just physically over the keyboard, doesn't mount onto a piano, so it's very portable. You can just pick it up and set it down, and then you've got these knobs to control the height up and down. Putting it as low as possible is usually the main thing. It will tell you to go adjust up or down, but I usually set it as low as possible so it senses better. And then this movable thing down below is the pedal sensor. It simply magnetically senses when the pedals are going up and down to give you sustained control of the box. So what we've got is optical sensors looking at each key. It tracks very, very well because it's simply looking down at each key. There's one above the black keys, one above each white key. And those sensors literally look at one key, so no matter how fast you play, it can track it. It will not sense false trigger as it goes through. There are adjustments. You can have lights going across all the keys. I prefer to have the lights off, but some people want to show the lights dancing. I think it's distracting. But on the center of the keyboard, they have this one piece where it shows you where it wants to put that white line right between the two middle keys. And that's near middle C. But because each piano might have slightly different spacing, they're supposed to be the same. But you see down here on the left side, there's another white line. And we can adjust for that with a thumb screw here. It stretches the bottom half of the keyboard to line it up correctly with the keys. And on the right-hand side, we have the same thing again too. Another white line slightly off there. Let's do the adjustment. I turn the thumb screw right here, and then I can drag that one over just a bit. And when it's loose, I can pull on it and line it up to the keys. So that way we get the middle set perfectly, and we set the left and right sides depending on the stretch of your individual keyboard. So it's pretty easy to adjust. Once it's set, it works pretty great. I'm going to play a little bit for you, and as I go, I will change some of the presets, but it has dynamic sensing. Right now I'm playing acoustically. You hear the piano in the room, and you also hear the speakers up above next to that, amplifying the MIDI sounds. Let me give it a little more volume. Let's change to another sound. I put a larger knob here, although the original is here, and I will include it. But the larger knob really makes it a lot easier to work with the sounds on here. Let me go to sound control. That's number 53. Let's go to 51. up here are General Midi sounds for the time. The box, as does the Moog Piano Bar, comes with some pretty crappy General Midi sounds, but going inside here to the enter, you can edit the libraries and go through. If you learn how to work with General Midi boxes, they're all the same, whether it's a Roland or the Moog Piano Bar. You can change the sound somewhat by transposing, you can do panning, you can add effects. It's basically a big bank of preset sounds and sound samples inside that you can mess with. So I've basically gone through and added a lot more interesting and cooler sounds that didn't originally come with it, new modified sounds.